Welcome to Immigration Quicktake. This is Belle Woods with the American Immigration Lawyers Association. The President addressed Congress and the nation last night with his State of the Union speech, which covered topics ranging from economic equality, climate change, manufacturing jobs, and education. But on immigration, he was focused and concise, tying fixing the broken immigration system to economic growth. We're joined today via Skype by Bill Stock, AILA's second vice president, to discuss the speech as well as prospects for immigration reform going forward. Bill, first off, what was your take on the president's address?
Thanks, Belle. I was impressed by how much the president got across about immigration reform in a relatively short period of time. He brought up the fact that immigration reform brings together a lot of disparate groups: business leaders, labor leaders, faith leaders, law enforcement. These are some of the folks he mentioned. We're coming together, united for a common purpose to benefit the U.S. You saw that it was one of the bipartisan applause lines during the speech. So this is clearly a topic which resonates both with the Democratic and Republican members of Congress.
Thanks. What in particular stood out for you in the speech regarding immigration reform?
Well, his speech focused a lot on the economy, so it was no surprise that the biggest reason he gave for immigration reform is that it really makes sense for America, especially now. The economic analysis shows that reform, such as the legislation in the Senate, would grow our economy, and it would shrink the budget deficit by almost $1 trillion over the next 2 decades. You kind of have to ask why that money is being left on the table since last June when the Senate passed their bill.
I understand that we're also expecting some principals from House Republicans who are meeting this week to discuss immigration reform and other issues. Is this encouraging?
Absolutely. Anytime you have both parties talking about an issue, it's a step in the right direction. It means they both see it as a priority issue that needs to be solved for the good of the country. Do I expect the principals to be in line with everything in the Senate bill? No. I think the House is going to put its own stamp on the immigration debate. From the reports I've seen, though, included on the list of priorities are going to be some sort of legal status for the undocumented, improvements to the legal immigration system, and the other elements that make up the Senate plan.
Thank you so much, Bill, for joining us via Skype today. For the rest of you, please stay tuned for more updates from the American Immigration Lawyers Association.